This is Meteo Mundo.
Hi everyone, Rusty back with you here for your latest Tropics update on this Thursday, October the 5th. Before we get started real quick, I just want to remind everyone that we are going to be kind of publicly launching the channel, if you will, tonight with a live stream. I will be on live here at Meteo Mundo starting at 7 p.m. Would love to have you come in and join and chat with me, especially if you live anywhere in the Caribbean and the Bahamas. I'd just love to know where you're tuning in from, and we can talk much more about the channel and some of the things that we'll be doing going forward. But again, we'll be doing a live stream here starting at 7 p.m. I'll be chatting with everyone. Please come and join. All you have to do is look for that live link on the homepage here of Meteo Mundo. Okay, let's get into the story of the tropics again for today, and it's still Tropical Storm Philippe. For the 11th day in a row, Philippe is a tropical storm, and it does have its sights set on Bermuda. The weather is improving in places like the U.S. and British Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. We'll talk about the rain chance in those areas, the Dominican Republic and the rest of the Windward and Leeward Islands, and of course the Bahamas and Jamaica coming up as well. But let's get into what's going on with Philippe, because that's going to be the big story. This is the track for the Hurricane Center. Philippe has winds of 50 miles an hour, but I want you to notice on this satellite overlay that Philippe is a very lopsided storm. There's a lot of dry air on the western side of Philippe, and all of the strongest winds and the heaviest rain are going to stay on the eastern side of the center of circulation. So Philippe is not going to get much stronger because of all the dry air and just kind of the lopsided nature of what Philippe is going to be as it moves to the north. But the problem is the track. It's going to track just west of Bermuda, which keeps Bermuda on that sloppy, more dangerous side, and the potential to bring some very significant tropical storm conditions to Bermuda starting on Friday. So you can see that centerline track for the Hurricane Center, which again would keep Bermuda on the eastern side of the center of circulation. And it's going to be a pretty close path here. Taking a look at from that center line to the center of Bermuda, you're looking at less than 100 miles. But if Philippe were to maybe wobble just a little bit farther off towards the east and be on the eastern side of the model guidance, you're now looking at a pass less than 50 miles from the island. So tropical storm warning is currently in effect for Bermuda for good reason. A very high chance that we are going to get tropical storm conditions on the island out of Philippe. And Philippe is actually forecast to strengthen slightly to get to winds right around 60 miles an hour for us here. 50 there, you can see around 60 there. So basically kind of slowly strengthening as it passes just towards the west of the island. Let's take a look at the winds. And again, we'll put this into motion for you here. And we're looking at, again, being on the dirty side of this storm. There's not going to be a lot of wind and heavy rain on the eastern side, but as we get up towards Bermuda, and let me zoom in just a little bit more so Bermuda comes back into focus here on this map, watch those winds of 40, 50 plus miles an hour go right over the island. This is the NAM model. I'm going to back it up and we'll kind of take it frame by frame here. So as we get into late tomorrow night, this is the 6th, the morning of the 6th, tomorrow, we'll start to see those winds really pick up, and then the weather just goes downhill throughout tomorrow and then during the day on Friday. So it's going to be rough conditions there. The Hurricane Center is calling for 3 to 5 inches of rain. Philippe does have some good forward speed, and so I don't expect the conditions to linger too long, but that could still lead to some isolated flash flooding, and obviously these kinds of winds could cause some power outage issues on the island of Bermuda. So if you live in Bermuda, or if you know anyone who does, give them a heads up. Make sure you tune in to the local forecasts as well to keep you updated. I'll keep you updated here on Meteo Mundo as well, but just find that information because again, it's going to be a deteriorating condition through Bermuda starting tomorrow throughout the day on Friday. Let's take a look at the rain on this product. And again, the bigger story is going to be it's going to be the wind, but the rain is going to be fairly significant as well. We'll put that into motion. It's going to jitter for a second here before it picks back up on time. But again, you can see that we'll stay relatively dry on the western side. We're to get the dirtier side of Philippe coming right over the island. Good slug of rain, briefly, but even that drier air does quickly work its way back in. With it not being a really closed system, we're not going to get a lot of rain on the back end of Philippe, which is good news. Maybe some passing showers beyond it, but nothing more significant than that. But as far as the rain coming in, it's the same time frame beginning tomorrow morning with some heavier showers, obviously some very strong tropical downpours. And again, the official forecast from the Hurricane Center is going to be 3 to 5 inches of rain. So Bermuda, we're going to keep a very close eye on you here as we go over the remainder of the time. Now, taking a look at the rest of the perspective, again, it's such an elongated system for us here that we'll continue to see the opportunity for some rain kind of just move up to the north, but staying just to the north of places like the Dominican Republic and Haiti and Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico for you, we'll have some passing showers possible towards St. Thomas and St. Croix as well. But overall, we're going to be drying out now that Philippe is to the north. For our friends in the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, scattered showers in the forecast the next couple of days. Same thing for Haiti, but no big concentration of rain and overall drying out. And then for the rest of the Windward and Leeward Islands, there is some moisture coming back in from east to west. So we'll start to see the rain chance improve just slightly. One thing I want to do here with this model real quick is I actually want to drop this time frame down just to the next couple of days and take a look at that. So we'll zoom into the Windward Islands for us here, our friends in St. Lucia and Barbados, towards Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago. Again, the opportunity for some passing showers that'll be working their way through, especially today and tomorrow. That's going to be your highest rain chance. And again, I do separate videos for the Bahamas and Jamaica. So if you want the forecast for those areas, just tune into those specific videos. You'll find them again on the Meteo Mundo homepage. For our friends in San Juan Ponce area there, 60% chance for showers and storms for today, but we do begin to dry out. Again, I mentioned it yesterday, the south winds behind Philippe would bring us some decent downpours the next couple of days, but the drier air begins to work in. After that, we're down to a 30% chance for showers on Saturday, and my, oh my, what a beautiful forecast for Sunday and Monday. Plenty of sunshine and dry, and daytime highs in the upper 80s. Actually slightly drier air, so I'm not too concerned about it being crazy humid in the afternoon hours of Sunday and Monday. If I were you, I would find an excuse to get outdoors. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for liking this video. It helps us out tremendously. Subscribing to the channel obviously does us a world of good as well. And hope to see you for that live chat at 7 p.m. this evening right here on Meteo Mundo. Friends, we'll see you then.